Are you playing? Are you good at tennis? Exactly, so why are you speaking? If I tell him how to act? No.
And that'll do it. Unbelievable fight back from Nadal.
If the people believe that I am a believer all the time that I'm gonna come back, not true. I am not. I am not this. I don't have this amazing self-confidence that even if I am 5'2", okay, I'm gonna come back. No. But in my mind is okay. It's almost impossible, but I don't want to give up. So I'm gonna keep trying. But I know it's gonna be almost impossible. But let's try to let him win. Not help him to win. In that position from 100 matches, probably you're going to lose 90. But if you give up, you're going to lose 100. If you are there, you can win a 10%.
It's so arid, isn't it? My lips are just...
Yeah.
Oh.
Got to get the lip balm on.
Yeah.
Have you set some sort of a schedule for yourself? I'm figuring it's not going to be anything on the clay.
I'm playing the Frenchies here. No, I'm kidding. It's not happening.
Game, set, match, Dimitrov, 2 sets to love, 6-3, 6-4.
I didn't know we're supposed to play on clay court. This is There's a few bounces. Well, what the hell is that? There is bounces. Ridiculous. This is not that hard court, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, look, I've spoken about it a lot. You know, I was really struggling, and I don't know, I wasn't happy. I was always listening to what other people wanted me to do, the tennis world mainly. You know, wanted me to be a certain player. You know, I was just trying to be something that I wasn't for so many years, and it just put me in a dark place. You know, I was letting people down. Fell out with my family. It was just tough. And then, you know, one day I kind of looked in the mirror and just said, look, this isn't the type of person I'm trying to be. And then I'm just a completely different person. I'm just comfortable in my own skin. I'm not trying to please anyone. I'm not trying to be anyone else. I'm Nick Kyrgios, and I just go out there and play and have fun. And if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose, and life's good.
Game, 7-1. 2 sets to 1, 5-7, 7-6, 6-4.
You got the best volleyball too. This is a joke.
I don't know, in general I like the atmosphere here. The place is so beautiful, relaxed. You can stay a bit away from tennis players because I'm renting a house. Like, yeah, so a bit chill with my team, barbecue, like easy dinners, easy life, you know.
If you could take a moment and just compare the games of Rafa, Roger, and Novak, and ultimately, who do you think is the finest player?
I can't answer that, I'm sorry.
My goal for this year is top 10, and like that's really my only goal. And I made that goal at the start of the year when I was outside the top 20. I think I was 23, and I said, yeah, top 20 would be cool, top 15 would be cool, but like what I'm really set on is top 10 right now. So that's just what I'm working towards.
5-4, 30-15, just kept replaying that point over and 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 over again.
It's an outrageous backhand up the line. How did Nadal dig that up?
Scratching my head here as to how he's won this point, Nadal. Dug out that defensive backhand right on the line, and that one got to Kyrgios.
You know, I had a game plan, and everything was working. 2 points away from the first set. I don't know how he got out of that game.
this long. And there's the break back. How many times have we seen that?
Well, he's got his rewards once again for the mental strength.
Over and 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 over again.
And the reward is a match against Riley Opelka. How do you prepare for a game where the guy's going to be serving out the clouds?
I'm actually not going to be practicing tennis. I'm going to practice goalkeeping tomorrow on the grass over here.
Andy, I don't know the ages of your kids, but you know you're different than most of the fathers that their friends would have at school. How much of an appreciation do they have that maybe you're a little bit different or better known by a lot of people outside, in the world?
I think they're aware. My eldest one is aware now. She's 6, and yeah, she knows that I'm. Yeah, like sometimes she calls me Andy Murray, which I find incredibly awkward. And I'm like, no, like I'm Daddy. Like I'm not Andy Murray. I'm Daddy. And she now does it to wind me up because she knows it doesn't like it, especially when she's around her friends and stuff.
The amount of net courts he hit and was able to bring it on the other side of the court, that's for sure. And I think that's an incredible skill.
Oh, the double touch.
47.
He's not impressed, Tsitsipas.
What makes him tricky to play?
I don't think there's something that makes him tricky to play.
What makes him difficult to play?
Putting balls back. That's what makes him difficult.
Stefanos, in terms of Jensen's ability to get the ball back, is it his anticipation? Is his speed? Is it his ability to turn defense into offense?
I mean, he's not a very explosive player, but he's able to get balls back. He's not the most athletic player as well. He's just able to read the game well and play with his pace, play with the opponent's pace. He's able to read the game well and stay consistent. There's nothing that he has that kills, I would say.
Stefanos was in here before. Was asked about what was difficult or tricky about your game, and he sort of had trouble pinpointing it, and said you didn't have the most athletic game or the most powerful game. Do you think that some of the players are a little befuddled by why you're tough to beat, and do you think they don't respect your game yet? Or
probably, I think a lot of players / coaches maybe don't see, don't see how I could be as good of a level as I am. But that's also what we shoot for in our game and our strategies. We want to be, not easily figured out, because that's how the top players over history have been, But yeah, I'm not too surprised to hear that. But that's it's what we shoot for.
I mean, it has been a meteoric rise. What do you put it down to?
Yeah, I think I've been very consistent rising in the rankings, and I think I've grown to love tennis more and more, and I've become a little bit more detail orientated in terms of watching other players play and taking care of little details on the court, off the court, and I think I've just grown to love the sport more and more, and it's super addicting. You go and you win a tournament and you want to win the next one, or if you have a couple tough weeks, you want to prove to yourself that you're doing better, and it's been a lot of fun, and I really like it, traveling the world and with some great friends and great team that I have, and we all have similar goals, so we're having a lot of fun enjoying it. But obviously there's some tough things, and the travel gets a little bit brutal, but overall I'm really enjoying it and enjoying the challenge of it. It's not easy, especially with how many talented other players that there are, and how good players are and how good the average player is. So it's not easy, but I'm loving it.
Yeah, look, it does mean a lot to me because I know how difficult it's been, you know, certainly the last few years. And then when you look at the players that have done it, most of the players that are up there and have won that many matches are certainly the best players of the last sort of, 30, 40 years. Yeah, like to be in amongst that is nice. And, like I said, I've looked and I've seen the players that are between 700 and 800, and there's some amazing players that I, watched when I was growing up as a kid, and some that I'm aware of some of the best players that have ever played the game. And like, I know that they probably weren't thinking about when they were playing, but yeah, like I would love to try and get there. And it.
Oh, magnificent movement, comes up short. Are you kidding? He said, "You're welcome," to Jordan Thompson.
For me, was his racket. I couldn't see any other bounce.
No. It was racket, court, and that's why
if you agree,
it had a top spin on it.
If
I didn't see it, but.
I mean, for me, I didn't see it, so I cannot call it if I didn't see it. That's why, because he had his racket there.
Come on, he hit the ball into That's why the ball came so quick.
Yeah,
because if you put a racket like this, it goes upwards.
But I couldn't see it. His racket was here, so for me, I didn't see the ball going into the ground
if
before.
You don't see this,
so if
you don't see this is a joke. If you don't see this is a joke.
Well, he was here.
I mean,
so
there's no point in playing
for me
tennis if
to
you don't see
that.
something like that. If you don't see something like that, like there's no point to be up there. Can you agree with me? I mean, it's basic tennis.
If I'm blocked, I cannot see it. So for me, I didn't see the second.
You are saying it hit the bounce and hit the racket, right?
No, I'm saying I didn't see.
No, did it bounce on the court or no?
On the court, no. So I saw the racket.
So you're saying he hit a volley? Hit a volley, you're saying?
I didn't see the ball going down to the court
so
and then bouncing
back.
That's a joke.
He hit a volley, you're saying? It didn't bounce.
I just saw the racket there. If
so
they
it didn't bounce on the court at all. Correct? That's what he said?
Second time?
Not second time, one time. Did it ever bounce once?
Once, and then he put the racket.
So then, technically, when
so how's the ball going this way?
When a ball hits the racket, it goes upwards, not downwards like this. So if you're going downwards, hits the racket first, and the ball hits the jaw.
I didn't see it. Yeah. So then I missed it. I missed it, but I didn't see it.
I mean, that was the cleanest shot into the court I've ever seen in my life.
Taylor Fritz is the king in California.
6-3, 7-6.
He wins his very first Masters 1000 trophy. He ends Nadal's run, and he's the first American men's champion here since Agassi in 2001. It is a day he will remember for the rest of his life.
I'm gonna have to hold back tears for the next every single interview I do, every single on-court speech. This is gonna be tough because I'm such a happy crier, but I mean, this is just one of those childhood dreams, like winning this tournament, especially Indian Wells. Like, this is one of those childhood dreams that you just never even think could come true. So I just can't even, I just keep saying no, just no way, it's real.